Hello, it's me, and today I'm going to share my candy farming routine, because, oh my god. First you want to find the candy balls around the map, within the office, and the candy from the office, if you're in a round, it's easier to, it's also in the office in campus 4, and in a rainy day classroom is where the other candy is, the bathing quarters, and in campus 4 where you get your tickets. While in campus 4, you can, if you have Halloween locker, which is a good investment, you can open it in campus 4, and you can also trick or treat. I'm in a private server right now, but if you're in a public server, there should be people with candy balls. Oh, let's take a second. Oh, I got stuck in my door. You can take from your own candy balls, and you get candy from shaking gravestones as well. So, if you've joined in an early part of a server, spend your time, collecting candy from other people's storms, and, if you're really early but, you can't join a server which is on time, just, do your chores and stuff. And the fountain, and the wheel, because the wheel's here as well. At 3 PM, when the costume contest theme comes out, you want to get dressed in between that time and the next class. Or, as I always do, I always dress up as Jack the Skeleton, because interesting cosplay also gets you votes in the costume contest. I'm not currently in a class right now, but here's some tips for the pumpkin patch. What you want to do is, during the countdown, you want to scout which you think is the biggest pumpkin, which is this one, from what I see. Closest to you, and try and get there before anyone else. Or, go further away, because you can't change your pumpkin. I also forgot to mention, always have your running on. It's obvious, but you might forget. For the apple picking things, always fly. If you have fly speed, put it to around 200 or 300, depending on how well you can control your flying. I'm not very good, so I keep it at 230. And zoom in, and always start with in an apple while the countdown's going down, so you start with one more than other people. Try to avoid where other people are going, so you can get the most without having much competition. During this period is when you'll go, from 5 PM to 8 PM, you want to take the candy from this bowl, you want to get your tickets. Make sure you spend all your tickets. And I'm going to tell you, what's worth, spending your tickets on. I've done the maths, roughly, in my head. So, I know what's worth it. So, I fear it's obvious, but don't spend any tickets on the rides, because, unless you want to have fun, but if you're trying to candy hunt, do spend tickets on the falling leaves, and throughout the whole thing you want to, I'm not going to do it now because I want to do a proper round soon, and spend it on the cleanup, and try and get all the leaves. Towards the end of the night you probably will have most of them, because roughly, on average, you get a candy per every 3 leaves. So normally it's 600, so you get 200 candy from it. It's the best farming thing. So if you're, there isn't any in this batch. If you're going to do baking, only do the ones that are worth 2 tickets, because they give you 30. And you pay 3 tickets to get 40. Anyone who knows, basic maths can tell that that's, not worth it. So only do the ones that are worth 2 tickets. And while you're waiting for things in the oven, I can't really show, get all the leaves with the leaf blower during the 30 seconds, so you make the most of your time. And yeah, that's my tips on that one. And with the rest of your tickets, you want to spend them on the acorn counter, because on average you get from 17 to 20, so 20 every 1 ticket, which is a lot compared to every other minigame. It can be quite long, and you don't get any if you fail. But like my tip is that you like count out loud, and when you're doing it, zoom in and look up so no people get in your way, and then you're not distracted. That's what I do. Okay, onto fortune telling tent. So basically, the fortune telling tent is not worth it. You get 20 for every 2 tickets, which is 10 per 1 ticket, which is a scam compared to everything else. But if it's towards the end of the night, like you haven't spent your tickets, and which you need to do towards the end, then it's a good thing to just waste them on, because it is a waste, pretty much. Okay, here's my... With leaves, you get used to locations every time, but you have to be careful with the places that aren't paths, because the leaves sometimes disappear, so you want to walk back, so you can see where they are, like, because they emerge off the ground a lot. Something I didn't realise was that there's leaves on top of the barn roof, so don't forget they're there. And there's leaves on the path here, so... Yeah, and you might want to check, you have to check on top of the tables as well. They do merge in the ground, so you have to, like, double check. And for the costume thing, you want to teleport there as soon as possible so you can go to the front, so everyone can see your outfit. I'm not sure if voting gives you candy. I don't think it does. People lied about it doing that. But I feel you do have to vote so like everyone gets candy and it's fair. Because otherwise some people get no candy and it's like a waste of a time and it's not very nice. That's not a tip, that's just like, be nice guys. For the corn maze, what you want to do is, you want to change your lighting to the in love setting. So you actually don't, so when you go in the maze it's not like dark at all, you can like see. And I don't even know if I have the corn maze. I'll show you how I do it. Basically, I try to go as far to the side as possible. Then I go towards the middle from there. And if you see it, you just have to find... If you see purple, which is the portal, you just have to find a way in. There was a maze answer, but it's not right, because the direction changes every time, so you just have to figure it out. And the tips for the... Oh my god. The witch race, I don't know what's called, is literally just take your time, because the whole aim is not to get there the fastest, it's to get all 50 of the candies in the sky. And basically most people will get 50, so you want to get 50, so you're in the top few. And when you're in the top few you get A, it's like normal classes, you get paid more. I forgot to say, when you're doing the leaves, you want to zoom in so you can get the leaves. You want to zoom in because it's much easier to know which direction you're going in. I can't really show a good example yet because I haven't used my tickets yet, because I'm going to use it in a proper round and show you guys how I do all this in action, because I'm not very good with my words. So anyway, also when you're doing the witch race, you probably don't want to zoom in because you might miss them. If you zoom out, you can like hit them. It's in this direction. Yeah. And yeah, okay, I'm going to show you how I do the corn maze in a second. I do most, if you're on on a laptop or computer, you can use your magic ball. I'm not sure if it's called that. Okay, that's not very helpful, is it? It's not showing. This is embarrassing, guys. I can't actually use it on my iPad right now, and it's much easier for me to play on iPad. So then you can see roughly the bit, because you can't actually go into the maze with it, because that's cheating and it doesn't let you. But you can roughly see the path. I'm not sure how much it helps because I've never done it before. I'm trying to... You know what the magic ball is, so if you have it, which most people don't, because I only bought it because I used to do Royal High roleplay content. If you have it, then you can roughly see the way to the center. But it's kind of a waste of time. But I thought I'd mention it, if it's helpful to anyone. I also want to say that there's leaves here, in case you don't know, in the cafe, well, the outside of the cafe, and up this hill, in case you don't know. And there's some around here, to the side, and I mean, most people know the way, but if you haven't started farming yet, there's some down here, and there's a lot in here, and there's actually some that go behind here a little bit sometimes. So, if you don't really know the leaf locations, they do change slightly every time, but they're mostly in the same place, so you get used to it after doing it a while. A day, okay, a whole like Royale High day of mini games is like 30 minutes. So, and I get like 1,000 every time I do a full round. So in an hour I get like 2,000, which is it's quite a bit. But like I got some right now, but it's like it does get very boring. So you might want to like, I don't know, I would say watch a movie, but you do need to lock in at some point, like when you're doing the acorns and stuff. And the mini games, it's not the same as when you used to just like do apple bombing and stuff. You can just listen to music or something, but if you're doing the acorns and counting, it might be quite hard to focus on the acorns and listen at the same time. I mean, like, do whatever like helps you to get through long farming routines, because I realize the inflation is crazy. Like, look at all the stuff we need. This is my favorite set, but yeah, sorry for going off topic. I'll get back to like how I do the cold names, and then I'll do like a round. I know it's really in a bad order because I keep on coming back to things I forgot, but basically for the pageant, well, it's not a pageant, it's a costume contest. Use like all your emotional manipulation you learn from Sunset Island. Like, your outfits are so nice, good luck, I hope you all win. And be like, one, like, because I'm always Jack the Skeleton, because I don't feel like changing my outfit, I need to be festive. So I'm like, this is an example of something I did. It was like fantastical fairies or something. I was like, Jack is so fairy cool, and someone's like, your outfit's Slade. They said A. Why did I say Slade? Ew. Okay. But that didn't fit the theme. I'm like, I'm not gonna vote you because you are rude to me. So basically, just be like nice to people. And I'm normally like, if you know the plot, you know, because I mean, like the plot of the movie. It's like, be nice to people. Be like, good luck, congratulations, thank you, and they're more likely to vote you. Okay, so that's finally the cold name, so I can show you how I do it. So, I prefer to go on the filter in love, because look at it, it's bright. Because this torch is so glitchy. I like to zoom in, like to be first person. You can follow other people, that's like a strategy, like, but also it, like, when you see I'm going back from somewhere, just don't go that way. So, I like to go to the edges, but this is not the edge I wanted to go to, but whatever. I prefer to go to the other side, so I've done this completely wrong from what I normally do. Yeah, I'm lost. This is what happens. And I like to... Oh, okay, so basically, I see the portal there, so now I just need to find a way in. It's always in the middle, but like the paths around it are different. Okay, I'm so far away from it now. You want to also be like running, because it's a time thing, like, yeah. I've completely lost it. Oh my god. There's not much you can do to get better at doing mazes. I'm actually horrible at mazes. But I wanted to kind of share how I did like one of the harder challenges. But oh my god, I knew where I was. Where is it? This is a really bad example, I'm sorry. Oh, I've been here before. When you get there, you want to click win as like quick as possible, because it is like a race compared to other people. I'm so bad at this. I can't believe this is embarrassing for me. A lot of the creatures in the maze kill you. You probably know that by now. Okay, that was embarrassing, but I didn't actually do what I said I was going to do, that's why. So during this last like an hour and a half, not actually hour and a half, like few minutes, you want to get the remaining leaves. Like really try to get the most, because the most leaves like you could possibly have is like 700, but sometimes it's like 300. Like they spawn different amounts depending, I don't know what it's depending on, but you want to get most of them. It doesn't matter if you get all, because you get like around 200 or like 150, it depends, like in between that amount. Like this is like rough maths in my head, so like I could be wrong. I don't know how much money you get like approximately from lessons. Not lessons, the minigame. It just depends how like good you are at them, really. Like you definitely want to do this. And the acorns and baking, even though acorns can get you more than baking, the baking, if you do 2 tickets, it has like less like chance of failure. You can't really fail it. Okay, so now that I've given like all my tips and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do an example run, not an example run, I'm just gonna show you could feel free to skip to my results, like to see how much I have had. So I'm gonna screenshot how much candy I have and I'll show the difference. Like, actually I might just write it down, because screenshotting is takes a bit long. Okay, this is gonna take long as well. So I'm gonna show you how I do it. Feel free to skip it. So basically, as my final thoughts, that round I did is not really a good overview of what it's like. I actually did really bad. I got 800 and I normally get like 1,000 because I didn't the video cut off before I actually finished, because after that I went to the dorms and collected candy and opened my locker and got candy from the locker. So I hadn't gone to the locations because I was really laggy, and also this was an unaverage round because normally you don't have that much baking that's worth 2. I normally have to do 8 cones, so that took up most of my time, and I didn't finish doing the leaves, so I did actually really badly. I kind of flopped the race as well, but my routine normally goes much better. And so basically some tips I forgot was that if you join a server before 12 PM, leave and join another one. And when you're in that server, just spend your time doing your chores and getting candy from other people's dorms and your locker. You can get them from the tombstones as well. Yeah. I also thought something really random. You know, the Halo answers, you can write them down in your diary, so you can just open up that diary instead of searching it up every time. But that's it. So basically this is just my routine and it works for me, but it does get quite boring. So if you want to do other mini games because they're more fun, even though they don't wield the same results, that's fine. Literally, it's not the same for everyone. So I hope this was useful to some extent. So please like and subscribe. So I'll appreciate it. Yeah.